While you sit there rotting in your own self-worthlessness, I want you to realize something. That you are, will always be a social reject, clown, loser, but there's hope. Click the link in the description and motivate yourself by watching somebody that's clearly better than you.
Everything I do is just too sweet.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
So people always ask me, where does the tagline "Follow the Hate" come from? I mean, if you looked at my last couple videos and you see the dislike bar, you will know where the "Follow the Hate" comes from. It comes from all the losers, social rejects, and no-life clowns that love to come to my channel, scream, whine, cry, bitch, moan, complain, whatever you want to call it. I mean, if I even as much take my camera outside, people act like it's something offensive, that they should be upset, like they are paraplegics that are incapable of leaving their homes. So, let's read down some of these comments from the top 10, and it's titled Top 10 Worst YouTube Channels. And why am I on here? Because simple, follow the hate. Let's start with the first comment. He is not a real gamer. A real gamer would love all video games and Nintendo. Sony and Microsoft respect others but disagrees with everything you say. Not even sure I read that right because it just sounds stupid, but a real gamer loves video games. A real gamer loves electronic pieces of plastic. Enough said. The man has absolutely no life. He has over 200 Nintendo hate videos. This dud claims he wants Nintendo to do better, but he does nothing but bash the company, and even goes as far as to bash the fanbase for supporting them. Well, duh, I want them to do better, and duh, I'm going to bash them for not doing better, and duh, I'm going to bash anybody supporting them and not wanting them to do better. As far as me having absolutely no life, well, why are you crying on my life videos then? Exactly. Tried having a logical discussion with him once, and all he did was call me a social reject clown for disagreeing with him, and he doesn't respond to valid points. One, you don't have any valid points, so you can stop lying to yourself. Black Bond is a boring hypocrite, hater, liar, social reject clown, blah, 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 blah. He's an arrogant jerk who praises GameSpot. He makes fun of anyone who has a different opinion than him. Pretty sure more than half his followers don't even like him. Well, this comment is exactly right. This comment is actually true. More than half my followers probably don't like me because they're jealous of me, because they're envious of me. Why? I don't know. Maybe your life is just that sad and pathetic. He is evil. I'll admit, I'm mad this douchebag thinks the PC is everything and that consoles are crap. Regardless, and it's not right to do that. So I'm a social reject because I like consoles and Nintendo. Nintendo, Xbox, and Sony are doing just fine. Deal with it, you retard. Well, if they're doing just fine, why am I pure evil? And why are you mad that I think PC is better than everything? Interesting. He has a very small channel and he just wants to make it a lot bigger just for his sadistic entertainment. I actually like Annoying Orange, not this villain. He should be number one. Now I'm a villain. Who would have known? Wow. Just wow. A small channel made it here. He's not popular to say that it's cool to hate him. This means that he's really, really bad. No, it means that it's cool to hate me. It means that I've touched a nerve like I slapped your mother across the face. Probably the worst gamer in the history of YouTube. Calls people corporate slaves but is a slave to PC gaming. Forever blinded by Steam sales because he's poor, lives in an attic, and creates drama to feel better about himself. See, I can't even remember the last time I bought a game off of Steam. I normally go to the third-party sites to buy the games at a cheaper price than Steam. And as far as being a corporate slave to PC gaming, again, what company owns PC gaming? And if I'm buying games off of third-party websites and getting keys that way to activate them on Steam, then clearly that means I have a problem with the way that Steam overprices and overvalues its current games. But yes, I am the worst channel here on YouTube. God forbid, I've been gaming for 27 years, have all the games, consoles, controllers, and handhelds to prove it, while you born in 3D gamers continue to corporate slave and suck it up to these companies and corporations. The only reason why he says these things is because he wants people playing on PC. Actually, no, I do not want you social reject losers poisoning the PC gaming community. Stay your peasant asses on your consoles. Why he wants to play exclusively on PC, I don't know. We don't have to like everything, but he goes too far with it and has no praise over indie games, only badass PC games, as I believe he calls them. We all have our different opinions, and sometimes we get blinded by our console makers that we sometimes see flaws in their products. But he makes us think everything handhelds and home consoles are flaws. Don't restrict yourself to PC. You can just don't be a hypocrite like he does. So, in other words, you can have your opinion, your blinded, jaded opinion, but I can't have my opinion that is merely I want to play games at the highest settings and the most premier settings that is possible in gaming. Okay. He is the biggest loser I've ever seen in my life. Well, since you've never left your house and you've never actually seen a loser anywhere outside of looking into the mirror and viewing your own reflection, well, that comment is just a lie. Possibly in love with Dr. Trey, obsessed, even Blackbon attempts to get Dr. Trey's attention by making Nintendo troll videos featuring him. He later posts videos of females that attempt to prove he's not a homosexual, attic-dwelling lunatic. Does this comment even need to be responded to? Quackbon, stop beating a dead horse. That video is over a year old. Have that seat. Really? He is a social reject that devotes his channel to social rejects, and yet here you are on some obscure website talking and crying about me. Give an internet troll a camera, you get Blackbon. He makes a video just to piss off fan base. He likes to also be right to laugh out loud. Considering I haven't turned my camera on in probably over a year and a half outside of, non-gaming related videos that you still continue to cry on, your comment makes absolutely zero sense. This guy is a complete definition of social reject. Dude is 30 years old and is obsessed about other men on the internet. Like, dude, come on, stop sniffing other men's pants and get a life, fanboys or not. Which is funny because when I go outside and have a life, it's you who's crying, and yet, do you see me crying or harboring on anybody else enjoying their life for this summer? Absolutely not. Nintendo hater, he's jealous that's more successful than PlayStation, whatever, and disrespects people calling them inappropriate names just for their opinion on Nintendo. Because clown, social reject, yeah, those are inappropriate. And Nintendo being more successful than Sony and the PlayStation, no. And me being mad or upset or giving a damn about PlayStation or Nintendo and their financial situations, well, no. Blackbon's channel is dedicated to defaming another YouTuber. They had punked him before. He needs to get a life and learn to love his own kind. Defaming. No. Because using your exact quotes against you is not defaming. Love my own kind. Yeah. Last time I checked, I was, in the islands. I was in Juve. I was living a nice little couple weeks at the motherland, visiting family, visiting friends. I'm half Caribbean, so if I'm half Caribbean and I hate my kind, why would I take a 2-week vacation into the islands, into the Caribbean, where my family is from? Please educate yourself, you dumb idiot. Blackbon exposes himself very ignorant idiots, cutting out the fact and points of someone on a video to make himself look better. Blackbon thinks he's right while he's wrong and just hates Nintendo and Wii U. He exposes his ignorance, and yet, 1, you can't construct an accurate and complete sentence, and 2, the Wii U is dead. You just need to come to terms and acceptance with it. All of his videos are literally crap, just criticizing something he doesn't own, the Wii U. Because why would I own something I heavily criticize? That doesn't make any sense now, does it? He's a fan of terrible PC gaming. He's a fanboy of PC, while hate on PlayStation 4 but pretend to own one to troll. Lies to his fan base, calls them social reject degenerates, and will go out of his way to say exposed when he thinks he's proved a point. He also doesn't know how to spell a word, collapse, because he's an illiterate. Wow. So, I'm lying, pretending to own a PlayStation 4 when I've always said I don't own a PlayStation 4, so it's you who's lying. And I call you social rejects and degenerate clowns because, well, I don't know how to spell the word collapse. That's a joke, you idiot. That's why it's called collapes, not collapse. Who's illiterate? Not me. It's you. Blackbon is the worst YouTuber for video game. He also king troll and a PC corporate slave to value. I think he means Valve, but again, I'm a PC corporate slave to Valve, even though I buy all their games off of third-party websites because I think that Steam overprices and charges too much for their games. Love licking peanut butter and jelly. Get off Gabe Newell, hairy white ass. Interesting. He made fun of Satoru Iwata's death by stating about the future of Nintendo way too soon. He does not care about Iwata's death, at least it seems like in the first part of his Iwata's death video. If he didn't mean to not care about it, death in time of mourning, not to say, oh well, who cares, changing the business he ran is more important. First of all, I don't care to mourn somebody I don't know or care about. Second of all, when Steve Jobs died, not only 24 hours later, they were talking about who's running the company, who's going to make the company better, and how the company is going to be handled in the future. So you need to shut the F up and stop acting like you knew this man. When President JFK was assassinated, they were wanting to know how the vice president was going to handle things immediately. They weren't saying, oh, we can't talk about that. It's too early to talk about that. No. When somebody in a high-end position passes away or steps down, regardless of death or any other reason, people want to know, shareholders want to know, board of directors want to know, they want to know immediately where the future of the company is going to be. Scum of the earth, trash talk on Nintendo, and not to mention he's a childish man who cries to the blocking button and feels better, and his boyfriend Dr. Trey neglected him, so he finally shows a video that he dates girls and he has the nerve to stalk on Zaire for all a $12,000 PC, which proves he is a PC fanboy, but calling people who aren't PC fanboys clowns and the stuff like that and makes fun of Iwata, so he... Dude, do they even teach how to make and create and write a sentence in elementary school anymore? Like, the amount of run-ons, lies, misinformation is just like... Dude, go back to school, get a GED, and get educated. This is funny as hell. Black Bond is in the worst top 30 worst YouTube channels. He tops channels such as How to Basic and Nigga Higa. How over 1 million subs and tons of views, Black Bond is a small fish when it comes to these channels here on YouTube. He right, you guys are social rejects and frauds. Listen up, I hate Black Bond too, but this is stupid. Are you guys really corporate slaves and butthurt fanboys? Now see, I can respect this comment because he hates me, but he admits it. But at the very same time, he is wondering how a channel with only 20,000 subs can get up here and ranked with people that have millions upon millions upon millions of subs. See, that's exactly why I say follow the hate, and that's exactly why I call you guys haters, losers, social reject clowns, because there are channels with millions of subs, and yet here I am with only 20,000, mixing it up with people exponentially bigger than me, because you people are so hurt and emotional over video games and electronic entertainment. Black Bond just keeps on PC praising and console hating, and he got one part of his wish, Iwata fired, which actually turned out to be death, which is his and other people's fault, and he's calling us lying about console gaming. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I respect the man, but he goes too far. So I killed Iwata? I assassinated him? I gave him this disease that unfortunately led to his passing? I didn't know. Quite possibly the worst gaming channel in the history of the internet, in the history of planet Earth. If you look up the definition of internet troll, Bond's picture will be prominently featured. Buck teeth and all, true slave to PC gaming. Takes breaks jacking off to Dr. Trey and Next Gen. Again, who is this one company that owns and runs PC gaming? Because I keep hearing that Valve owns it. I keep hearing that Microsoft owns it. I keep hearing that NVIDIA owns. I keep hearing that Intel processors own it. So somebody educate me. Somebody enlighten me. But as far as your accusations of trolling go, well, if I'm right, how am I trolling? I mean, then again, maybe I'm wrong, because the Wii U is a glowing success that's outselling the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One exponentially and dramatically each and every week, Oh, wait. I'm sorry. It's dead. It's dead. Where do I even begin with this douche? I don't know. You tell me. He's a douchebag to his audience. And why shouldn't I be? He claims to be a Nintendo fan, yet makes hundreds of hate videos and doesn't even own a Wii U. I am a Nintendo fan. I don't make any hate videos. I call it for what I see. That's exactly what it is, and exactly why the Wii U is dead. And he doesn't even own a Wii U, and why should I? Why should I own one of the worst systems in modern gaming? His brainwashed fan base tries to damage control for him. Nobody's damage controlling for me. Calling said Nintendo hate videos constructive criticism. They are. They also try and call him a troll as an excuse for being a douche. I'll agree with that. He blocks anyone who exposes him for the moron he is. No, I block you idiots for being the morons that you are. He steals videos from other YouTubers who oppose his opinions and messes with them. I don't steal. I kill. Criticism, people. Fair use act. A lot of people take videos and, use excerpts and critique them. Unfortunately, I am not held to the same standard because you losers love to flag me and then get your videos overturned and then get your channels suspended and terminated. But hey, that is your issue and not mine. And finally, oh wait, we have one more before finally. He has to make videos just to prove that he has a life, which he doesn't. So, first of all, it's my YouTube channel. I'll make whatever the hell I want. I don't have to prove anything. And second of all, if I don't have a life, then why are you hating? Why are you crying? Why does a too sweet symbol, why does a too sweet phrase incite over 400 dislikes in one video if I don't have a life? If I don't have a life, then the too sweet thing is way more than a life than you'll ever hope to have.